Welcome back, everybody. Coming at you with a new video. This is going to be my Steelbook collection. I just released, just a couple weeks ago, released my entire collection. Some people aren't interested in entire collections. They just want to know the Steelbooks that I have. I'm currently sitting at 254 Steelbooks. I think the last time I did one of these videos, I was at 187. So I try and do Steelbook updates throughout the years just for the people that kind of collect. There's definitely collectors of Blu-rays, and then there's definitely collectors of just specific Steelbooks. So I wanted to go through that collection and kind of break that down. This shouldn't be that long of a video because, again, I'm not really going to talk about the movies and just more about the Steelbook cases themselves. If you want to know more about my thoughts on those movies, go back to my entire collection video that I just uploaded a couple weeks ago. So I'm going to start at the top here with these three sets, excuse me. So I've got the entire Hunger Games collection up here, 1 through 4. That came in a box set from Best Buy. The Indiana Jones 4 film collection, that also came from Best Buy. That's what it looks like. I pulled off the shelf, but try not to bump a bunch of stuff. And then I got the John Wick. This is the Stash Box collection, which has got John Wick chapters 1 through 3. Pretty cool. Haven't opened it. Don't know if I'm going to. We'll see. Speaking of which, let's see if I pulled that. I did, okay. So starting from the top here, got 3 from Hell, 4K Steelbook. I don't know if I'm gonna say 4K on all these. Maybe I will. Got 310 to Yuma, that's in a 4K Steelbook as well. And I'm also not gonna go over whether they're Best Buy exclusive. Some of them have the tags on them. But 2122 Jump Street. Technically, I guess that would put me at 255 because this has 2 movies in it technically, but it's one Steelbook set. So 300, that's in Blu-ray. Air Force One, 4K. Almost Famous in 4K. American Graffiti in 4K. American Psycho in 4K. I love these like Lion Gates Steelbook ones because they have these nice clear covers that slide off of this. I haven't opened this yet. Again, when I get around to rewatching this in its 4K setting, then I'll open it up. I'm not a big person that tries to just keep it on there until I get around to watching it. Animal House, 4K. Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, 4K. Apocalypse Now, and a Blu-ray. And then I got it in its 4K as well. Apollo 13. Both of the Avatars. That one out. Babylon. Backdraft in 4K. Babylon was also in 4K. Should have mentioned that. Both those avatars are in 4K. Batman with Jack Nicholson. The newer The Batman with Robert Pattinson. 4K. Batman Returns, Michael Keaton. And I got both Batman, The Long Halloween Steelbooks, like the animated. Part 1 and Part 2. Beyond the Stars. Belly, 4K. This is one of my favorite movies you haven't seen. This DMX and Nas, really good. Got 2 copies of The Big Lebowski. This Steelbook that I got a long time ago when I first started collecting, which I always talk about this. It's a really cool looking Steelbook, especially if you're a collector of Steelbooks and if you don't mind getting different copies of stuff like Mondo's or Pop Art. It's got this one with the White Russian with the bowling balls in the drink. And then on the back it says The Dude Abides. This is a really cool Steelbook. It's nice when they release the 25th anniversary 4K. It's different, but this is what the 25th anniversary one looks like. So pretty cool. Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds in 4K. The Blackening in 4K. Black Adam in 4K. Heard nothing but terrible things about that movie. Black Hawk Down in 4K. It's a great movie. I need to get around to rewatching it. Wakanda Forever in 4K. I say the Blab. 4K. The Breakfast Club, just standard Blu-ray. Bridge on the River Kwai, 4K. Cabin in the Woods. God, sorry about the glare in here. It can be bad. 4K. It's because these lights. You know what? I'm going to mix this up a little bit. Let's see if I can do this. I don't know if that's enough light. It's looking kind of dark. We'll see. We'll try doing a couple, and if it's too dark, I'll switch back. Carlito's Way. Carlito's Way. That's next. Captain Phillips in a standard Blu-ray. Then I got Carlito's Way in a Blu-ray. There's still a little bit of glare, but I don't feel like it's as bad. Carlito's Way, 4K. Catch Me If You Can, 4K. Child's Play in 4K. Clerks 3, 4K. I don't know if that's like annoying to hear me keep saying 4K, but it's kind of nice to know whether it's a 4K Steelbook or not. I know you could also read it. I guess I'll just go over titles. Cliffhanger. I feel like saying 4K over and over is kind of annoying. Cloverfield. Coming to America. Cool Hand Luke. That's for the top shelf there. Yeah, I feel like this line is just a little bit better. I don't know. Creed 3. Dances with Wolves. Great Kevin Costner film. The Da Vinci Code. And then Angels and Demons. I just need Inferno now in Steelbook. Dirty Dancing. This is the Best Buy one. I didn't get, there was another Target one. I try not to double dip that much. Like, I like Dirty Dancing. I'm not a multiple Steelbook collector of the same film unless it's like one that really hits home for me. I love Dirty Dancing. It is a great film. When I got this Indiana Jones collection, they sold the standalone Steelbooks that all looked different, and I was debating getting those and double dipping, but yeah. District 9. Doctor Strange, sorry. Yeah, I froze there for a second. Dread, great film. Great looking Steelbook as well. El Camino. Encanto. Equalizer 1, 2, and 3. Need to get around to watching 3. E.T. Evil Dead Rise. It's a nice looking Steelbook, super creepy. I just need to get more of these protective cases for the Steelbooks that I open. The Exorcist Believer. Fall. I think I'm gonna watch this one today. Fantastic Beasts: The Secrets of Dumbledore. I do have 2 copies of Ferris Bueller's Day Off. That's because it came in its standard Blu-ray, and then I got the release of the 4K. Exact same cover art in both of those, which is kind of frustrating. I think they'd freshen it up, but they didn't. Field of Dreams. Hey, Dad. Love that movie. Fifth Element. This is like one of those pop art Steelbooks, so it doesn't have the original like cover art to the movie. It's just got this like artwork cartoon kind of one. It's really cool. Flashdance. Flatliners. Free Guy. Friday the 13th Part 2. Friday the 13th Part 3. Friday the 13th, the final chapter. Fright Night. The Fugitive. You find that man. You find the man that killed my wife. Just rewatched this actually not too long ago. It's a great film. Stanley Kubrick's Full Metal Jacket. Was just watching this the other day. It's a great movie. The Gambler. Got Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters 2. Ghost in the Shell. This is the Mondo Steelbook. There's a bit of glare on this one, but that's what it looks like. I love Mondo Steelbooks. They got Mondo Steelbook for Shaun of the Dead, which I want really bad, and then Reservoir Dogs. I want both of those Mondo Steelbooks really badly. I got the Godfather Collection, so Part 1, Part 2, and then Part 3. Love those Steelbooks. The Green Mile. Gremlins. Groundhog Day. Guardians of the Galaxy, Volume 2. Hacksaw Ridge. Sorry again about the glare on that. And then Halloween Ends. We're making our way. We're getting there. Heat, great Michael Mann film. Love Heat. Hell and High Water. The Hitman's Bodyguard. I didn't get the Hitman's Bodyguard's Weiss Steelbook. I need to, but I haven't even seen this. I don't even know if it's good. I need to get around to watching it. House of a Thousand Corpses. Mockingjay Part 2. Now, to explain that, this is When I bought a lot of these movies here out of Washington, there was a guy that was selling like 120 Blu-rays, and this just happened to be in the boxes of all of his movies. So yes, I have the complete collection up there, and then I've got the the Blu-rays, and then this just happened to have a standalone in there that I got off the guy. So don't know if I'll keep it. Can't say I'm the biggest Hunger Games fan, so I don't know why I have it, but I do. The Hurt Locker, Indiana Jones, Dial of Destiny. I actually need to finish watching this. Inglourious Bastards, great movie. Quentin Tarantino. Insidious. Call it Chapter 1, just call it Insidious, call it the first one, but 4K Steelbook on that. It's I guess Chapter 1 or the first one, the remake, whatever. It Follows. It's a really creepy movie. Got Jaws and Jaws 2. Got John Wick Chapter 3, or excuse me, Chapter 4. I was gonna say I have 1 through 3 up there. Jumanji. The Karate Kid. Also one of those like pop art steelbooks. Again, it's kind of more artwork on those pop art ones, hence the name pop art. King Kong. Knock at the Cabin. La La Land. Heard nothing but great things about this. Need to get around to watching it. I'm not the biggest musical guy, but you know, I need to check it out. Look at this. So that would put me at 255 if you consider 21 and 22 Jump Street if you're talking movies. This would put me at 256 because I forgot to pull this one out, Lady and the Tramp. Last Action Hero. Last Samurai, one of my favorite Tom Cruise films. Lawrence of Arabia. It's a really nice looking steelbook. The Limey. The Mermaid. Little Mermaid, excuse me. The remake. I say remake, the live action. You know what I mean. Lord of War. Good looking steelbook, and like I said in my last video, the intro to Lord of War is nuts. Seeing how bullets being made in the factory all the way until it ends up going through somebody's head. It's one of the best intros in cinema of all time. The Lost Boys. I love saying this one. Man of Steel and a steelbook. No pun intended. Mandy. Mask of Zorro. Matilda. The first Matrix. And then Matrix Resurrection. Terrible, terrible film. Mean Girls. It's so disappointing that they ended The Matrix like in that note. I get it, the Wachowski sisters didn't even want to do it. But if you watch it, literally there's like barely any fighting. I want to see Keanu Reeves really get back into it, but it's just him pushing the entire film. They're on the motorcycle, he's just pushing people away. They're fighting and he just pushes, and I'm like, God damn it. You know, this is the Mission Impossible series, so 1. I thought about going through all, I'm like, I guess I kind of want to like push those in because it's hard to like pull them all the way out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. I got The Mist. Mortal Engines. Haven't seen this. And then, this one's always so sticky. Mortal Kombat. My Bloody Valentine. A nice looking steelbook. National Lampoon's Vacation. Nightmare Before Christmas. Nightmare on Elm Street. And then like the 2018 Nightmare on Elm Street. Nope. Old. An M. Night Shyamalan film that was absolutely terrible. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Okay, I wouldn't say absolutely terrible. It wasn't that good. I would rewatch it. Maybe I would get more out of it, but it got pretty bad reviews. Paranorman. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Point Break. Poltergeist. Pretty in Pink. Psycho. Pulp Fiction. A Quiet Place, and one of these Mondo steelbooks. So again, sorry for the glare, but it's like a red with the red lights. Steelbook is really cool. I love Mondo ones. A Quiet Place Part 2, and then the movie Rad. Rear Window, Rebel Without a Cause, Red Dawn, Requiem for a Dream, trippy movie, man. That one's a tough watch. Reservoir Dogs. So that's the one that I want the 4K Steelbook on. Gonna have to hold my phone a little weird here because I got a bunch of stuff to my right. So Rings, or The Ring, excuse me. Rings is next to it. Rocket Man, the Rocky franchise, so Rocky 1, Rocky 2, rest in peace Carl Weathers, man, sad that he just died. Rocky 3, Rocky 4. Rudy, yeah, it's tough to hear, man. Sylvester Stallone released a statement about him. It's really sad. Saw, Scarface, say hello to my little friend. Schindler's List, Liam Neeson's a tough film to watch too. School of Rock. Let's rock today. Okay, I have to sit down for these ones because I'm on the bottom shelf now. Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Scream. Scream 2. Scream, what's that, 4. And Scream 5. Shaun of the Dead. Again, want the Mondo Steelbook really bad. Great film. Got 2 of these. Tim Robbins' Shawshank Redemption. And then the 4K of it. I prefer the 4K one. Actually, you know what? Just because it's that original one, they're both great. They're both great. Sherlock Holmes. And then Sherlock Holmes: A Game of Shadows. Shooter. Shrek. Oh, Shutter Island. It's a great film. And so is this one, Sicario. Glad I ended up watching that a couple years ago. It's really good. Some Kind of Wonderful. Space Jam. Speed. Spider-Man No Way Home. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Spiral. Starship Troopers. So actually, parts of that was filmed in Wyoming. Street Fighter. I say this every time I go over this exact section. Since these are Studio Ghibli movies, I put them just under studio, and then I go by the title of the film. So, Castle in the Sky. The Cat Returns. Earwig and the Witch. Some of these I can't pronounce. From Up on Poppy Hill. Howl's Moving Castle. Kiki's Delivery Service. My Neighbor Totoro. Porco Rosso. Princess Mononoke. I can't pronounce that first word. Of the Valley of the Wind. Arm's Getting Tired. Only Yesterday. The Secrets of Aridi. Spirited Away. I'd say this one and Princess Mononoke is my favorite. Princess Mononoke is my favorite one. The Tale of Princess Kaguya. I think is how you pronounce that. When Marnie was there. Whisper of the Heart. And The Wind Rises. Super 8. Super Bad. Love Super Bad, man. I say this every time I pull that out. You guys want to talk about an awkward moment? My mom took me to go see this in theaters when I was like 17. It was super uncomfortable. Taxi Driver. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Terminator 2 Judgment Day. I hear the 4K transfer of this is absolutely terrible. I will get around to watching it, but I hear it's just very blue. A blue tint to it. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Thor. Tommy Boy. I got Top Gun 1, if you want to call it that, and then Top Gun Maverick. Just watched Maverick lately. It was so good. And people are like, dude, the audio in it. So that's when I got the new 4K TV and the soundbar, and it's amazing. Total Recall. Another copy of Total Recall. Toy Story 1, 2, and 3, because it's my childhood. Training Day. It's a great film. Train to Busan. Oh, it's going to get tough to get to these ones, so I'll try. Unbreakable. Yeah, I mean, you can't even see it, but Unbreakable, Universal Soldier, Jordan Peele's Us, and then The Untouchables. Sorry, it's because this thing's in the way. I need to get rid of this. This is all just like DVDs I still need to convert to Blu-ray format or 4K, and then some old PS4 games because I still have a PlayStation 4. Need to get a PS5, but I feel like we're so far into this new generation of consoles that a new one's probably going to come out in like 3 to 4 years. So, Venom, Let There Be Carnage, Vertigo, War of the World, Warrior, Warm Bodies, Water World, love that Steelbook, Wayne's World, that's the Blu-ray, and then the 4K. Trust me, yeah. Anyways, great film though. I don't mind having 2 copies. Technically, I got 3 because I got Blu-ray, 4K, and then just the standard Blu-ray non-Steelbook. Whiplash, wish I had the 4K of that. The Wicker Man, Wolf of Wall Street, Zombieland, and I say this every time with this one, the very last one, Zoolander, and the blue Steelbook. And I say this every time when I do his voice. I'm pretty sure there's a lot more to life than being really, really ridiculously good looking. So that is my collection of Steelbooks. Oh, did I say the Sting? Look at that. That is my collection. There's a lot of stuff missing, a lot of things I do want to upgrade. Even if you go over my entire film collection, people are like, dude, you have a lot of stuff missing in your collection. Like, how do you not have Star Wars? And how do you not have, you know, whatever else? I'm trying to think off the top of my head. I know Star Wars is a big one that usually gets brought up. I want to get it. It's whether or not I want to get the 4K slip covers because I want Star Wars in its highest quality possible, or I would love all of them in really nice Steelbooks in my collection. Same with Harry Potter. They did sell like a 4K Steelbook collection, but it is very expensive on eBay now, and I don't want to spend that kind of money. So there's a lot of stuff out of my collection that are missing, a few double dips on Steelbooks and stuff like that. But if you're a Steelbook collector, there's something in my collection you like or you want, you know, please feel free to comment down below. There's a few that I missed out on, which is over there. John Carpenter's A Thing. I mentioned this in my last video. That Steelbook is very, very expensive on eBay. In fact, it's hard to even find an American version of it anymore, and it's usually no less than $100. And I'm like, man, do I want to spend that on just one title? So if there's anything in my collection, again, you like, something you have a question about, something you wish was in your collection, feel free to comment down below. Again, we've been getting a lot of subscribers lately. I really appreciate it. Feel free to subscribe to my channel if you want more physical media content. If there's something you want to see me do differently, do you want me to show my face? Do you want me to talk about reviews of movies? Do you want me to, you know, do another Q&A of why I do particular things in my collection? Again, feel free to comment on that down below. Thanks, everyone. Have a good day.